Check this out.
Beep beep. Heyo.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Ahvenanmaa, or as it's known locally, Åland. This video is made in collaboration with Visit Åland, and they have invited me and my family, so that is Kat and our 2-year-old Leo, and also the in-laws. They're here too, or as I like to call them, the outlaws. But anyway, that's another story. So this is actually the second and the main day of our trip. Yesterday we arrived on a Viking Line ship in the afternoon and went straight to our first accommodation, which was Brobacka Gästhem. It's a lovely, quaint little guest house. Really nice stay there. Yesterday we also revisited Stallhagen, which is a beer brewery here, and we had a beautiful dinner there, just Kat and I. The outlaws were looking after Leo, so we had a nice dinner. Probably for the first time in a while, just Kat and myself. But now actually I am on my way to the F.A.Q. As a lot of you guys will know, I have tasted a lot of their chips and their snacks and all that kind of stuff, so it's going to be really fun to go and check out the factory where they all come from.
First on the agenda was to hit up the factory shop, where of course they sell all the F.A.Q products, and it was very hard not to feel hungry in here. Then we walked past this mound of potatoes, and I thought that this looked like quite a lot, until they showed me the potato warehouse. And this is it. This is one of many potato warehouses which they had just emptied, so we're going to have to use our imagination. This and many others just like this are often filled to the top with potatoes. Then we moved on to another warehouse where the final products are stored before being shipped to the mainland. Wall to wall, ceiling to floor, potato chip goodness.
So that was really interesting to see inside the facility here. Unfortunately, we couldn't go into the production line due to the COVID situation. They have some pretty strict restrictions, obviously, but I did get some goodies. Check this out, 2 fresh boxes of chips, and I've been told that I should try these as soon as possible because they may very well still be warm. These were literally made today, I think, about as fresh as can be. These are amazing too. These are brand new. Actually, I think these are actually still warm. They're still warm. Just when you think potato chips couldn't get any better. Fresh from the factory. Until you go to some place like the F.A.Q factory, you don't think so much about how your potato chips get into this bag and then get to you on mainland Finland, for example. But I will definitely be back, and they've said that I can come back when the factory opens up to guests again. I really want to see the production line. But wow, already off to a great trip. Now heading back to Brobacka Gästhem, where the family are waiting. Probably, hopefully, they've had a little nap because got an action-packed day ahead of us and lots of chips to eat. The outlaws will be happy with that at least. Okay, we're about to go and see some cows and sheep and stuff. So this is going to be Leo cam. Leo, you on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you take that one.
Yes.
So we took a short rest stop at a little cafe/farm. You could see some animals and have a cup of coffee at the same time, and it was nice to show Leo some animals that we've been making the noises of for the past, like, well, 2 years almost. Now I'm back on the road. I am heading back to Mariehamn, where a chap called Roger is going to be taking me out fishing, and I am very excited about this. First of all, I've heard great things about fishing in Åland, and secondly, I'm a huge fishing fan. I love to go fishing. Every summer I usually spend hours and hours out fishing, but that hasn't been the case this year. You know, there's just been a lot of other stuff going on. I haven't had an opportunity to fish. Today I get to spend 3 hours out fishing, doing something I love. So very excited. This is going to be so much fun. Yeah, very much looking forward to this.
After a short boat ride, we started fishing for perch, or ahven, and within a few casts I had already caught one.
Yeah, nice.
Nice, a good one.
Oh, beauty. Really? That's probably my personal best.
A little kiss for good luck, and then I started fishing again, and it wasn't long before I caught another one. Then came along a little, or rather a big surprise. A pike got hungry.
Alright,
Nice
there we
one.
go. Lovely.
We were catching a lot more fish than I was expecting. We probably had 10 or 15 fish in the boat in total.
A decent one.
Yeah, the fish whisperer strikes again.
Now, it wouldn't be a fishing trip without a cup of coffee out on the water, and it definitely wouldn't be a fishing trip without a one that got away story. But at least I've got proof of this one. But of course, all good things must come to an end, so we headed back to the harbour and I went to pick up the family and took us to our next accommodation, Charing-Sund Resort and Conference. Here they have these cool little cottages which were perfect for our family. This was also where I found out that Leo is a natural born football player.
High five, good job.
After our little football match, I went off to check out the hunting and fishing museum, where I made a new friend and also saw this, which I'm really hoping isn't real. Now, the final stop on one I thought Leo was going to love was just a few hundred meters from the museum. Seriously, everything on this island is so close together. It's amazing.
Alright, we're going to go check out this Charing-Sund Vilt Safari and see if we can spot some animals. We want to go see some animals. Yeah, we're gonna go on a tractor. Do you want to see some animals? You don't?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to see the tractor?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Gonna go on the tractor.
Yeah.
Tack, tack. Yeah, go with Mama. You gonna go on the tractor?
First stop on this safari was to the llamas, where Leo got to feed them.
Und jetzt hältst du es dahin. Halt mal einfach da durch.
Hey.
Brother upstairs.
Hey.
Wow, Leo!
Fed a llama.
Var det roligt?
Getting Leo back on board was a little bit tricky, but just like the animals, a little bit of food always works. Next was the wild boars, and we weren't allowed to feed these ones since, well, we value our fingers. I mean, just look at this pig chomp through an apple like it's nothing. One surprise for me was to see ostriches here, and Leo once again was allowed to feed them. But really all he wanted to do was give them a hug.
In one ostrich egg, it's like 20-25.
Back on board with a biscuit and off to the final animals, and even for me, it was really cool to see these, especially the enormous buck, who wanted to say hello.
Oh, das klingt toll, oder?
The animal safari was a wonderful way to end the trip, and then it was back to Mariehamn to board the Viking Line ship back home, where Kat and I enjoyed one last meal together, looking out at the archipelago, thinking about the memories we'd made this weekend.
Leo's a natural football player. Can you score the goal, Leo? Yeah.
Both as a family and individually. This trip to Åland was definitely one to remember.